12 most dangerous sea creatures in the world. Number 12. A lionfish is certainly one of the more beautiful fish to be found in the deep sea. However, their attractive looks can be extremely deceiving. These fish are made up of tiny spines that can puncture prey or humans if the fish feel threatened. Each of these spines contains a poisonous venom that causes the victim to be overwhelmed by excruciating pain. The venom rarely causes death, but many of those affected have stated that they would have much preferred to have died than gone through the pain and discomfort that these fish can cause. The bright side is that if you see one of these fish, you'll likely have time to run away before being attacked. Lionfish are known to be somewhat benign to the world around them and will hardly ever attack a human unless they feel as though their life is in danger. These fish are exclusively found in the Caribbean and Eastern Atlantic Oceans, so don't go deep sea diving in these areas unless you are well equipped with protective gear. Number 11. Sea snakes are a somewhat common occurrence to fishermen and divers who are keen on exploring the sea. However, what you may not know is that many sea snakes are known to be extremely deadly. There are estimated to be between 30 and 50 different types of sea snakes, with most of them residing in tropical bodies of water near the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Most of these snakes come from a family of cobras and are typically about 6 feet long. Very few of these snakes are aggressive, though they are bound to attack if they feel threatened. Each of these species is filled with extremely toxic venom that can kill a human within minutes. The good news is that many of these snakes fear people. They typically run away or swim away when they see a diver, though there have been occurrences of sea snakes attacking divers without warning. Number 10. Snails are typically found in grassy areas or cooked onto the sidewalk. They seem completely harmless, though a cone snail is known to be quite deadly. These snails measure in at around 15 centimeters long and look like your everyday average snail. However, they contain a toxic venom that can end your life with just a single drop. It's common for divers or ocean enthusiasts to head out to the beach to go shell collecting, though it's best that you take note of the cone snail shell design and avoid it at all costs. These snails are equipped with extremely sharp teeth that they stab through their prey, injecting them with venom. Over the years, there have been several occurrences of children being victimized by these snails, simply for going on a shell collecting adventure. So if you or a loved one plan on collecting seashells any day soon, be sure that you're properly educated about the danger of cone snails, which can commonly be found on beaches all throughout Florida. Number 9. Steve Irwin was a world-famous TV personality all throughout the 90s and early 2000s. However, a single animal was responsible for his death in Australia back in 2006. A single stingray, known as a bull ray, allegedly stabbed Steve through the heart and he passed away within minutes. Stingrays are some of the most dangerous creatures to lurk around the sea. However, the chances of becoming attacked by a stingray are essentially non-existent. The only wildly reported reason for a stingray to attack a human diver is if you step on them or harm them in any way. Stingray attacks will inject venom into the blood of their prey and can occasionally be fatal if the victim is struck in a vital organ, which unfortunately was the case in the event of Steve Irwin's death. There have been no specific documents mentioning exactly what went wrong during Steve Irwin's dive, so his case is certainly a bit on the odd side. However, so long as you're friendly towards stingrays or avoid them entirely, you will likely be fine. Number 8. Over the years, several divers and fishermen have shared stories of human-sized barracudas which are rumored to jump from the water and attack people while in their boats. While these cases may certainly be true, they haven't exactly been validated. However, it's still best to keep an eye out for these nasty fish if you are out spearfishing or harpoon fishing. Barracudas can grow up to 6 feet long and have extremely sharp teeth that can tear through almost any prey. They typically do not attack humans, however. In most cases of a human being bitten by a barracuda, they were spearfishing. Barracudas were attracted to the scent of the fish that had just been skewered and began to jump and attack in hopes of having a nice meal. However, the humans were likely either in the way of an attack or were detected as prey, resulting in the barracuda latching down on the individual's flesh. A bite from a barracuda is extremely painful, as it can release toxins into the person's blood that can cause uncontrollable pain for up to 3 months. There is no real cure for this pain, and the affected individual is simply forced to suffer through it until they make a full recovery. Number 7. A flower urchin is a type of sea creature that is known worldwide as being the most deadly urchin ever, thanks to an article posted in the Guinness Book of Records. These urchins are covered in tiny, sharp spines that can stab through a victim's flesh, causing unbelievable pain. The common cause of an urchin attack is being stepped on by an unsuspecting individual. These creatures can sometimes be hard to spot in murky waters, which is why they are so dangerous. A sting or stab or wound from a flower urchin can cause pain that lasts for months or even years, which can result in paralysis and could even kill people who have weak immune systems. Now, it is rare that a flower urchin stab wound results in death, but it is certainly possible. Swimmers' shoes were created for a reason, so the next time you go frolicking through the shallow waters at a beach, maybe consider wearing shoes to avoid a possible deadly injury from one of these creatures. Number 6. This next fish is truly incredible as its camouflaging abilities are out of this world. This fish is known as a rockfish. Stonefish is very dangerous to humans and animals as it's extremely venomous, but looks like nothing more than your average rock. This fish is known as being one of the most venomous fish in the world. They typically only grow to be around 40 centimeters long, but their small size can certainly be deceiving. The pain from the venom of these fish is indescribable. It's not uncommon for an individual to simply pass out from the sheer amount of pain that they are experiencing from a wound. The venom within these fish is known to cause paralysis and even heart failure, depending on how significant the wound really is. These fish very rarely attack humans though. They almost exclusively attack prey for consumption, though if they do feel threatened, there is no telling what they may consider. If you see a strange looking rock in the water, under no circumstances should you pick it up. Number 5. These creatures are extremely beautiful, but are deadly beyond our wildest imagination. The blue-ringed octopus is the name given to an octopus that is, well, rather obviously, covered in blue rings. These animals weigh just 30 grams, but are estimated to contain enough venom to kill 20 people. Their poison is said to be over 1,200 times more powerful than cyanide, and can cause paralysis almost instantly. By no means is this a creature that you want to handle or even come near. As with most of the other sea creatures on this list though, these tiny fellows will almost definitely leave you alone so long as you don't mess with them. They typically mind their own business and will only attack if they feel threatened. As of today, there is no treatment for the poison they inflict on their enemies. If the victim is lucky enough to live through the attack, symptoms are expected to calm down after about 24 hours and have no long-term effects. Number 4. Now this animal is one that needs no introduction and looks like a modern-day dinosaur. The saltwater crocodile is estimated to kill just 2 people each year, though that is more than enough to warn your average person from coming near one. These animals are listed as the most dangerous creatures in Australia. This is extremely significant as Australia is full of strange animals that would just love to kill you with a single bite. These beasts can weigh in at 1,200 kilograms and are believed to be the largest crocs on the planet. They are also known to have the most powerful bite of any animal currently in existence. Their jaws are filled with intricate muscles that are estimated to have over 10 times the average biting force of a great white shark. These animals are not only deadly on land though, but also in the sea. If you are in the immediate vicinity of one of these animals, there is virtually no escape unless you can find shelter or climb to higher land. They can lunge and attack faster than most people can even comprehend on what is about to take place. They have truly earned their place on this list as one of the most dangerous animals currently in existence. Number 3. In recent years, the box jellyfish has become a popular creature amongst amateur sea enthusiasts. These jellyfish have knife-like teeth that can cut through human flesh like a hot knife through butter. These animals have been the result of more Australian deaths than sharks, crocodiles, and snakes combined. They are truly terrifying, but look completely benign. These jellyfish are almost completely transparent, making them almost invisible to the naked eye. In fact, when swimmers first began reporting that they were being attacked in the water, it took investigators quite a long time to determine the culprit because they literally couldn't even see these things. A single box jellyfish contains enough poisonous venom to take out 60 people and can kill an average person in just as little as 5 minutes. Many other species of jellyfish simply go with the flow. However, these jellyfish have the ability to swim and they are darn good at it. They have several eyes on every side of their body, so instead of waiting for a meal to come to them, they can spot it several yards away and lunge toward it, delivering a fatal blow. They rarely ever attack humans, as they only intentionally attack what they know they can consume. But humans are at serious risk of a jellyfish attack simply from bumping into them and releasing their venom. Number 2. A fish known as the Titan Triggerfish is said to be more of a threat to humans than sharks. These fish are typically found around coral reefs in several parts of the world, and they can bite through several layers of protective clothing with ease. The danger behind this is that their teeth are razor sharp, and they are known to attack simply for the heck of it. If you notice one of these fish in the wild, you will certainly want to keep your distance. Number 1. The electric eel may not be the most deadly fish in the world, but it is certainly one of the most interesting, simply because of the way it attacks prey or threatening individuals. The electric eel's body is filled with tiny organs that contain large amounts of electrolytes. These areas store electric energy like tiny batteries that they can release when it's feeling threatened. These fish rarely cause a human's death, but they can hurt like mad and leave you with a seriously nasty wound or scar.